Okay, so in this video, we are going to talk about perfectionism, mindset, and overthinking things because I feel like this is something that we really need to address, especially when we're working on a creative project. It's very easy to get into a mindset trap of like overthinking, overanalyzing, feeling overwhelmed. All of those things are very normal. And so, the first thing I'm going to say is I'm the kind of person that kind of wants everything to be perfect. So I'm a perfectionist, but I am accepting of things when they're not perfect. So I'm not like overly critical. But what I mean is, in the past, I would not have recorded this without an outline and like knowing exactly what I'm going to talk about. Not word for word, because I don't like scripts, but at least like some bullet points. And this time, I'm just winging it because I'm in that creative mode of like, let's just do it and get it done. So that is a perfect example of what we're going to be doing in your project. I'm not saying that things will not be strategic because they absolutely will, but I do want us to get to a point where done is better than perfect. Because one thing that I find is that when clients overthink things or they want things to be perfect, then they don't get done. And then procrastination sets in and then we kind of get off course. So this isn't a video where I'm going to tell you how to get over those things because I'm going to link some resources of something that will help you. Another thing is overconsumption. I am so guilty of this. I will be the first to admit that I can be addicted to social media and I will consume. But we have to get to the point where we create. And the same thing applies to clients because you can be consuming. And what that does is it creates a lot of noise for you and it makes it hard to complete the project because you're going to hear information that we all have our own process, our own strategies. And if you start following or listening to someone else and you take that and bring it into this project, it could really cloud things and make it drag out. And it can really cause like paralysis, over analysis paralysis. Is that how, you know what I mean? And procrastination for sure. And I am so guilty of all of those things because I'm human. And I think we're open to new ideas and new things, which is great. But when you lose track of lose sight of what you're actually working on, we have to pick a path and go for it, right? So I have my process and we're going to work through that. But this is just a reminder video to just be aware of how much you're consuming, what your mindset is, and just to know that I'm going to provide you with some resources that can help you. But try really hard not to go down rabbit holes. Like if you set out to do something, say like, you're going to watch a YouTube video on how to avoid procrastination or how to avoid overthinking or whatever it is that you're needing help with at that moment. Just remember that that's what you're there for, because I think it's super easy for us to go down rabbit holes and end up somewhere completely different than where we started. So that's really all I want to say in this video, is to just be aware of your mindset. Just be aware of your consumption, perfectionism, all of those things, and just be open-minded and try to follow the process as best as you can. And as always, I'm here for you if you have any questions.